everyone, Emily here from Emily Reads, and today I'm going to do the 25 question tag. And I haven't been tagged by anyone, but I still wanted to do it. Side note, last week or so I did the Let It Snow book tag. I had posted it, and then later that day I deleted it simply because as I was thinking through, there were a couple of books that I was like, I don't really want this on this tag for a couple of reasons. So I do plan on going back and redoing that tag. But back to the 25 question tag. Number one, what's your channel about? It's about books. It's about me talking about books, reviewing books, and the love of books. Number two, how old are you? I am in my mid-40s. I'm not going to reveal my specific age simply because you always see on like Facebook and other things, don't reveal specific things about you because those are like security questions for passwords. So that's why I'm not going to reveal my specific age. Number three, what's your relationship status? I am single. I've never been married. Number four, did you go to college? What is your occupation? Yes, I went to college. So I have a bachelor's degree in English education. I was going to be a high school English teacher. Took a break, went back, got my master's degree in elementary education, did that. Did a bunch of different things. Worked with adults with disabilities in a day program. Did teaching. Then I got more education to get my special education endorsement. Currently, I am a special education teacher at a high school in town, and I'm taking a break from working on my second master's in biblical counseling. And the reason why I'm taking a break was my last job, right before I got this teaching job, I worked in a residential setting for adults with developmental disabilities, and it was a 24/7 kind of situation. So like, I could be at home, it could be 9:30 at night, I could get a phone call saying this person needs to go to the ER, and then I'm going. So, I mean, I've had some days where I worked an 18-hour day. So, that kind of schedule is not conducive for working on another master's degree. So, I've taken a year-long break. I'm really enjoying the break. I do want to go back and finish my degree up. I just don't know when. I have one class left and 2 practicums, and then I'll have my degree. Number 5, where are you from? Where do you live? I am from the south suburbs of Chicago. I know I have a Cubs shirt on. My mom was not a Sox fan, and so therefore I was not a Sox fan, and I was a better Cubs fan when my mom was still alive. So I'm from the south suburbs of Chicago, and I currently live in central Illinois. Number 6, looking back, what would you have told your 10-year-old self? I would tell my 10-year-old self to let the adults in your life know what is going on with you. I was bullied horrifically in middle school, and I didn't tell anyone what was going on, and that was not good for my mental health. I would also tell my 10-year-old self, when you are mad and when you are frustrated, you just need to not speak. I have said some things that I regret and have had consequences for me. And so I would say just when you are mad, think before you speak. Number 7, tell us about your family. So I'm the youngest of 4 children. I have a sister who's married, has 2 sons who are in college. I have a brother who's single. My other brother just got married, and his wife she's got 2 stepsons who are in elementary school. Both of my parents are deceased. Number 8, what's your favorite holiday? I love Christmas. So it has some bittersweet memories. So like, my mom passed away on Christmas Day in 2009. That was our wake-up call. She passed away from ovarian cancer. But it was my mom's favorite holiday, so it has those memories associated with it. Yes, it has the sadness, but it also has some really good memories of like baking cookies with my mom and getting the house ready for the holiday celebration. I love the lights, I love the decorations, I love Christmas music. I am that person that I would love to hear Christmas music throughout the year. I'm that person. I love the cheesy Hallmark and the cheesy Lifetime movies. I love everything about the holidays, and I love being able to celebrate Jesus' birth. Sorry, my phone keeps blacking out on me. So, number 9, you have no budget. What is your dream vacation? My dream vacation would be just to, I have no budget, so I'm traveling the world. I'm going to go to England first because I want to do a literary tour. I want to see Pemberley and Shakespeare's house and Jane Austen's house and the Globe Theatre. I want to go to Stonehenge. I want to travel through Europe. I want to go to Vienna because I love classical music and see Mozart's house, Beethoven's house, Chopin's house. I would love to go to Slovakia since I'm half Slovak. I would love to see the pyramids and go to Egypt since I once wanted to be an archaeologist. I would love to go to Africa, do safari, just all over. Number 10, name your biggest pet peeves. I live in an apartment and walls are thin, so my pet peeve is when neighbors don't recognize that and it's like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night and they're playing music loudly. Like I have neighbors who play guitar at 9:30 at night and sing. Who does that? My neighbors do. Another big pet peeve is, I don't know. That's my biggest one that I can think of off the top of my head. There's a lot of pet peeves, but that right now is my number one. Number 11, what book changed your life? The Diary of a Young Girl by Anne Frank. By far, that changed my life. One is my favorite book. I've always loved, like, why do people do what they do? And the fact that the Holocaust happened, to me, it still is incomprehensible. It happened, but how can humanity have done that? And the will for people to survive and what they faced. The fact that Anne Frank and her family and the others hid in such tight quarters for as long as they did, that there were good people that they had that took care of them and helped them, risking their own lives in doing that. I loved it. And the insight that she had for being someone so young. And also what changed my life about it was just the fact that she journaled to get her thoughts out like that, because I was reading her diary, I started a diary and I started journaling. And I don't journal like I did back when I was in elementary school and college. Like, in fact, those journals, I'll be honest and say that I threw them all away because as I read them, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so much hate and rage, and I didn't want to go back to that mental place, so I threw them all out. But I still journal, like, as part of my reading my Bible. I will journal and my thoughts on that. I still think that's something very important. Number 12, what simple invention improved the world? The wheel, so that way people could travel easier and quicker. But also, I really feel like the printing press did. It allowed information to be, I cannot speak now. It allowed information to be shared with more people in a quicker fashion. Number 13, favorite movies, TV shows. My favorite movie of all time is Amadeus. Love Amadeus. It's the story of Mozart and Salieri, who's a court composer. It's very fictionalized, but the movie is beautiful. The music, the costuming, the acting, the directing, it was just a beautiful movie. I also love Last of the Mohicans. All the Jane Austen movies. I love Belle, which is a story about the Song, which is a slave ship, and about it's just beautiful. Just watch Belle. Sorry, I'm rambling, and I realize I have a lot more questions to go, so I want to be quick. Favorite TV shows, I really am loving Chicago Fire right now. I've been binge watching Golden Girls as well. Rest in peace, Betty White. I also love Bones. Discovery of Witches I've enjoyed. Number 14, describe yourself using 3 fictional characters. Anne Shirley, because she's got a temper and she just kind of gets lost in her imagination. Jo March, she's got a temper and she is a writer. And I once wanted to be a writer. I realize I don't have the discipline to write, but um, Jo March. And then also, I would say, given that I'm reading The Golden Fool right now, I'd say Fitz Chivalry. Not that because I'm an assassin or anything like that, or that I have magical abilities, but because he um, he just has suffered horrifically, um, and not that I've suffered like he has, but I have had some weird things happen that have been very hard in my life, that have caused me pain, and it's okay. Like, I've worked through it, so please understand that. But I've not had an easy life. Like, neither has Fitz Chivalry. Also, Fitz Chivalry has said a lot of really stupid things, and in my past, I've said some stupid things, and I've had to live with that. So that's why he comes to mind right now. What was your dream job? So as a kid, I wanted to be an archaeologist, simply because I love studying what people do and why they do it, and I love the past. I loved going to the Field Museum in Chicago, and I loved their Egyptian exhibit. I loved their exhibit on Native Americans. I loved learning about their lifestyle. So that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to study Egyptians and Native Americans. Number 16, if magic was real, what spell would you learn first? I would learn all the healing spells. I've had 5 broken bones. I've had kidney stones 3 times. I've had my gallbladder removed this past year. I get migraines. I get sick of the drop the hat. And with the pandemic, I would learn healing spells, so that could be taken care of. Number 17, share a favorite childhood memory. So I'm going to go with the Christmas theme. My best friend, when we were in elementary school, she would organize Christmas caroling parties. And we'd get together at her house, and we'd go in her neighborhood and Christmas carol. And like, at that time, it was safe to go knock on strange people's doors, and we'd just sing them songs. And some of them would actually give us money to donate to our church when we went to Christmas Eve service. There was one couple that they would always ask my friend, when are you going to be coming around? And she'd let them know, and they would invite us in, and we'd have hot chocolate, and we'd have cookies, and they were older, they were kids in like the 30s and 40s, so they would share us stories about Christmas back then, and the different stories about the different ornaments on our trees. And then when we were done Christmas caroling, we would go back to my friend's house, we'd have hot chocolate there, and then she always had a bunch of sugar cookies made, and we would decorate the sugar cookies. Number 18, what is your favorite social media platform and why? I hate Twitter. I have a Twitter account. I don't go on Twitter. I just hate it. I have negative feels about that one because of other things. I have an Instagram account. I really don't post on it. If you look at time you would spend on social media, you would think Facebook, but I hate Facebook too for reasons. Like, I have a love-hate relationship with Facebook. I like seeing what's going on in people's lives. I don't like how people start arguing on Facebook. I sometimes get caught up in that, and I have to like go back and delete comments because that's stupid. Or I have to scroll by and be like, don't argue, because what's the point in arguing with anyone on Facebook? Like, no one's going to change. You're not going to change anyone's opinions. People's opinions are fixed. So for the positivity factor, I like YouTube, because what I have seen in YouTube, I've watched a lot of booktube videos and planner videos, and I like the positivity that I have seen on YouTube. Sorry. Number 19, if you could pick any book character, who would you spend the day with? I would not spend the day with Fitz Chivalry because I don't want all the trauma and the disasters that happen and the danger. I would spend the day with Aunt Shirley probably because there'd be many adventures, and while there'd be some great shenanigans, no one gets significantly hurt. So, Aunt Shirley, because I think I would have a lot of fun with her. Number 20, what's your spirit animal? I would say probably a wolf. And the reason why I say a wolf is I've always loved wolves. I think that they are intelligent, they are loyal, they are fierce. Um, yeah, I love wolves. But also, I like sloths because they're cute and they just like to laze about. And let's be honest, like, because I love reading, people think that you're kind of lazy when you're just like, I just want to stay at home and read my book. Can I just stay at home and read my book? And that seems like such a lazy activity to do. Like, it's not lazy because there's so much that goes into reading that engages your mind. But that's why I say this law. Number 21, what old person thing do you do? When I go to bed, I don't sleep in, so I go to bed early. I go to bed at like 9 o'clock at night. Like, last night was Friday night, and I was like, I think I went to bed at 9. And my alarm went off this morning at 4 o'clock. I forgot to shut my alarm off. But I was up. The alarm went off, and I was like, all right, I guess I'm up now. So I go to bed early. I wake up early. And I also, like, I have a coworker who was born when I graduated high school. And so I'm like, oh, back in my day, this is what we did. And I'll talk with my students and be like, back in my day, we didn't have the internet. Like, the internet was invented the year I graduated high school. So yeah, those are the old people things I do now. Number 22, do you have a hidden talent? Yes, I do. Um, I it's been rusty, but I can play piano. I played piano from kindergarten through my senior year of high school. I do have an electric keyboard that I got from someone free, yay me. But I do need to get headphones so that way I can play in my apartment and not disturb my neighbors. I also sing, so I haven't gone to rehearsals in a while. Pandemic and work scheduling has prevented that. But I am part of Vermilion Valley Show Chorus, which if you Google us and you look at the New Orleans, so it's from 2019, you will find me and you will see that I'm the narrator. So we went to, my chorus we're part of Sweet Evelyn's, and my chorus we went to, we qualified to compete at the international competition as part of the small choruses. And so I sing baritone. Number 23, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Hopefully not in the same apartment. I don't see myself living in a house though. It's simply because I don't know how to do repairs. Like I can't do that, and I don't know anyone who knows how to do repairs. So I'd have to pay for all of that. So I like paying for rent and having other people do all that work for me. And I do see myself still at my current job, which is teaching. Number 24, share an item and tell its significance. So this is the item that I forgot when I first filmed this video. This is my second filming. I'd forgotten this. I had to go off camera. So this is a bottle. It's empty. It's a bottle of Taninger champagne. And my mom, when she was in college, she did a semester study abroad in Europe, and when she came back, she raved to people about this champagne. I have yet to drink this champagne. I need to do it at some point in time. So my parents, for each child that was born, when we were born, they opened a bottle and drank the Taninger champagne. So this bottle of champagne, my parents drank when I was born. And number 25, tag some people. So I'm going to tag Steve Talks Books because he suggested that I do the newbie book tag. So tag Steve, you're it. And that's all I'm going to tag right now, simply because I don't know who else to tag. So hope you all are having a great Saturday. If you have watched this video and you liked it, please like and subscribe. Also, if you've watched this video, even if I didn't tag you, go ahead and do this tag. That's how it will like create some content and enjoy it. Thanks so much. Bye.